My people, I am here again. And for those joining me for the first time, welcome. This is African Wisdom Daily, where we share stories filled with lessons our ancestors used to teach under the moonlight. Today, I will tell you the story of Adisa, the farmer who wanted wealth, that almost lost everything because of greed. Long ago, in a peaceful village called Ala, there lived a hardworking farmer named Adisa. He was not the richest man in the village, but he had enough to feed his family. Every morning before the sun rose, Adisa would carry his hoe on his shoulder and walk to his farm. He planted maize, yams, and cassava. His harvest was always good because he worked honestly and patiently. But one day, something unusual happened. While digging the soil on his farm, Adisa's hoe struck something hard. Curious, he knelt down and began to dig carefully with his hands. Soon, he uncovered an old clay pot buried deep in the ground. Adisa opened the pot slowly. Inside it were shining gold coins. Adisa's heart began to race. Gold? He whispered. He quickly looked around to make sure nobody had seen him. The farm was quiet. Adisa carried the pot home secretly and hid it inside his hut. That night, he could not sleep. Instead of being grateful for the blessing he had found, another thought entered his mind. What if there are more pots of gold buried in the farm? He wondered. The next morning, instead of tending his crops, Adisa began digging everywhere. He dug near the trees. He dug beside the yam ridges. He dug everywhere. Day after day, Adisa searched desperately for more treasure. But as he dug and dug, something terrible happened. He destroyed the roots of his crops. The yam heaps collapsed. The cassava plants dried up. The maize stopped growing. Weeks later, harvest season arrived. Other farmers in the village were celebrating.
Thanks to our ancestors for this great harvest.
But Adisa's farm was nearly empty. His greed had destroyed the very harvest that should feed his family. When hunger began to enter his house, Adisa finally realized his mistake. He sat outside his hut and sighed deeply, because he had even spent all the gold coins recklessly. At that moment, an old village elder passed by. Seeing Adisa's troubled face, the elder asked, "Adisa, why do you look so sad?" Adisa told him everything. The elder listened quietly, then said something Adisa would never forget.
My son, the earth already gave you food every season, but because you wanted more than enough, you destroyed what was already enough.
Adisa lowered his head in shame. From that day forward, he returned to farming the right way, patiently, honestly, and with gratitude. But it took many seasons before his farm became fruitful again. My people, here is the lesson of the story. Greed makes a man blind to the blessings he already has. When you chase too much, you may destroy the little that feeds you. Our ancestors used to say, the hand that grabs everything often loses what it already holds. Thank you for listening to today's story. If you learned something from it, remember to share it with someone who needs wisdom today. And until next time, this is Abeni, reminding you that wisdom is wealth.